No, I know that sometimes my mind will take me to weird places, so I don't want to mess around and throw out a tweet there that they're like, well, what were you thinking here? I don't know. So I just kind of slowed it down.
How so? What do you mean by your mind taking you to weird places?
I don't know. I'll make a random observation, and then my mind will go off on a tangent, and then I'll throw out a tweet and be like, that was probably pretty weird to people that don't know me. So I don't do that anymore. Some of my followers don't like that, but got to do what you got to do.
Have you deleted some that
No, I don't. I haven't put out any risky tweets or anything. My mom follows me, so I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything stupid, but still don't want to be perceived as a weirdo.
Have you talked to the Lions this week?
I have.
Yeah. Okay. What was that conversation like, and who did you talk to?
I talked to all the head personnel members and the coaches, and that was mostly just they're trying to get a feel for, if I can fit into their defense right away and play right away, not just play, but be a playmaker for them.
When you say head personnel, do you mean Mayhew, Jim Caldwell?
Yeah, and the D-line coach, Coach Chris.
What's your niche? Is it playmaking, three-time?
That's where I'm most comfortable right now. I've played more three technique than I've played nose guard, so I feel like that would be the most immediate playmaking ability in the first year, at least, until I was able to learn a system, and I don't know how long it takes to learn an NFL system.
Have 4 teams talk to you about what position on the line you might play with a 3-4 system?
They have, and they said that some 3-4. So 3-4 is not just strictly end nose end. So they move them down. So I could play the 5 technique that occasionally moves to a 3 technique. I could play the 0 that occasionally moves to the shade. I think I do have very good film at 0. So I think some teams have seen that and know that it's not about being 360 pounds. Being a nose guard is about quickness and who can get their hands on who first.
Green Bay, one of the teams that's talked to you?
I haven't talked to Green Bay that much.
And that personality you were talking about, how does that show itself on the field and help you hurt you as a football player?
That personally has nothing to do with me on the field. That is I got dual personality disorder, man. It's when I'm on the field, it's a completely different person.
What's that personality?
Very aggressive, looking to cause some havoc. I really want to make sure the person that I'm playing knows that I'm better at football than they are.
At some points late in the Oregon game, you looked gassed totally. What was it like playing that up-tempo?
Well, that's not good to hear because I didn't feel gassed. So,
My bad.
no, we had a good rotation in Oregon. I was playing through a groin pull though, so that might be it. I haven't watched that game as much as I've watched the other games, but I felt like we did pretty well. They weren't as tempo as we thought they would be. I think being able to shut down the run really slowed them down.
When you say you want that other guy to know you're better than him, so you got that mentality. Film sessions can be a good thing or a bad thing for you. I mean, how does it feel when you see a bad play that you made on film?
I know in film every now and then I catch myself like mid-move, like just watching myself. It's disgusting to watch a bad play, but you can't dwell on it. So in film, you got a little bit more time to dwell on it and really don't want other people to see it, which is in this process, everyone sees everything. But you just got to know that I got him more than he got me, and that he might have gotten a lucky shot or he even might have just beat me on that play, but he's not going to do it more than I get him.
How do you feel watching the Michigan State game, right? Such a strong first half, to start the second half. What did you attribute that to?
I don't remember the beginning of the second half. I remember I was tired at the end of the second half. And I remember in that game just being, I think it was like play 70, and my back just started to give out. Everything was cramping up from neck to back. And I felt like I was going 100 miles an hour, and then I watched film, and I'm just not. But that's kind of what you got to be able to play through. You got to be able to play through that exhaustion in those kinds of big games, and I think I did a good job playing through it. But we had depth to trade me out.
What'd you weigh in?
In that game, I was probably close to 300, 293.
How do you compensate for when you play the nose for not being, or just the run defense in general, for not being that?
It has to be pure technique. People watch me get moved off the ball every now and then and say it's because of strength, but it's not because of strength. It's because at 200 and 90 to 300 pounds, you have to be almost flawless in your technique, because you slip up and put your foot the wrong way or have one hand not hit the guy, and they've got a better chance of moving you than if a 330 pounder misses with his hands. So my biggest thing is just to become more consistent with my technique, which is just a matter of repetitions. I like 295 right now, but I think I can keep getting bigger.
Who's the best offensive lineman you faced?
I'd say Ari Kwanjo. I thought that he had just the whole mixture. He was fast on the field. He was very athletic on the field. He recovered quickly during pass rush. And then at the same time, he can move you in the run. I think I did a good job holding my own against him, but he felt like one of the strongest offensive linemen I went against.
What do you attribute your good play in the Big Ten championship to?
I think that was just the right storm. A lot of emotions with Costa coming, with that news breaking, and then just us just kind of tired of all the doubt and everything like that. Just a perfect storm. Finally was able to show people like what we can do, and I think their O-line was very big, but I think we showed people that it's not just about how big and strong you are. I mean, we're strong too. We're fast. We're quick. We're technically sound. That was also probably my most technically sound game.
You talked about doubt before down. Now we talk to you in New Orleans. How much do you think you proved in that game?
I think we proved it. I mean, you gotta. Obviously, we proved that we were better than that team, but the media really hypes up some stuff about teams just kind of like start building on each other. One person will say Alabama's better, and then the media runs to it and is gonna really just track on Alabama. While I think if you legitimately watch the film, people would think that we were better than them. So it was a confidence that people didn't expect us to have, but we had that confidence. It wasn't even a silence the doubters. It was, we know we're better than this team. Just go out and prove it.
Have you ever talked to Michael Bennett, race for the Seahawks, used for him or anything? Or
No, I haven't talked to him. Nothing like that.
Did you get to enjoy the national championship victory, or did you move right on to this?
I'm enjoying it in little segments. Like every now and then I'll think back and just be like, holy crap, like that's what we did. And I wish I was still in Columbus to be able to, enjoy in those segments with my teammates. But life doesn't stop, for good and the bad. So you got to learn how to enjoy it. You got to learn how to, just take it in the moment and then keep getting better and keep moving forward. And it's unfortunate, but I would much rather have something that I have to prepare for than just to live on that.
Coach Meyer get that tattoo yet?
Not that I know of, but when I get back there, he's going to make sure he does.
Last question. What are your expectations for draft day?
I'm going to expect to go 7th round, and then anything above that, I'm going to be thrilled with. I'm not going to expect to go 1st round and then go 2nd and be disappointed. To accomplish my dream of going in the draft is going to be phenomenal. And whatever round I go in doesn't matter, because when I get to whatever team I go to, it's going to be the same thing. Work my ass off, get better every day, and take a leadership position.